What's going on, y'all? It's the kid forward Fabian, BigBossFabo. I'm back with a reaction video for you guys, man. Today I'm actually doing a Audit the Audit reaction, which is like a channel that actually specializes in auditing the police, law enforcement. You know, when law enforcement does goofy stuff, dumb stuff, etc. So if you haven't, I guess, been on the nose or the ends of the channel, man, check it out. I'll leave a link in the description, to the channel. So with that being said, man, like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on Instagram, Twitter at @forwardfabian. Still on the road to 1 million, man. I've been doing a lot of these live stream reactions because basically I haven't been successful and been able to use my editing software to chop up and do a lot of these videos, these music reactions, so to speak. So, we making it do what it do, But with that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into this reaction. Audit the Audit. You already see the title. Hold on, am I tripping? Nah, I'm not. I thought I was,
Welcome to Audit the Audit, where we sort out the who and what and the right and wrong of police interactions. This episode covers speeding, officer discretion, and vehicle searches, and is brought to us by Police Activities channel. Be sure to check out the description below and give them the credit that they deserve. On April 7th, 2018, Officer Courtney Brown and Officer Christy Wilson of the Roswell Police Department pulled over Georgia resident Sarah Webb for allegedly speeding on her way to work in Duluth, Georgia. After Ms. Webb pulled over, Officer Brown approached the vehicle.
Stay in the car.
Sorry, my window doesn't hold.
Officer Brown, Roswell Police Department. You know how fast you were just going, ma'am?
I'm so sorry. I'm like...
Bro, she ain't waste no time. She said, stay in the car. Hey, man, my window ain't working. Hey, I'm not worried about that. Damn. Like, she... I don't know why I'm laughing so hard, but dang, bro. Like, give her some time. Sheesh. Hey, man, be sure to like the video. Like the video.
Late for work.
So you could go over 80 miles per hour on 92? No, ma'am. Do you have your driver's license and your insurance card?
No,
Turn off the car and pass me the keys, please. The ground's wet. It's been raining. You're going over 80 miles an hour
so
on this type of a road. That's reckless driving, ma'am.
This is LexisNexis. I'm trying to look it up. I don't have it printed off.
Give me 1 second. I'll be right with you. Go for it.
How y'all think she handling it so far? She came off real aggressive, man. When the law enforcement come off aggressive, civilians tend to kind of get anxious. They get nervous. They may act in weird ways. You never know. You got to be at ease.
She's going like almost 90 down 92. Oh, really? She flew past me. I had to get up to 90 to catch her. Wow. My CAD's not working. Is yours?
I checked.
Can you see if can you check the tag too? I'm gonna have to restart.
She capping, bro. She said she had to fly over 90. That's a lie, though.
Video is.
Make me skid around.
I'm gonna take her probably for reckless. Okay. She flew past me, going probably 80, 85 on 92 in the wet road. She said she's running late for work. I had to get up to 90 to catch her.
No way.
What do you think? I mean, I don't have any speed detection, so at the same time, but...
Here, Officer Brown admits that she was not equipped with any speed detection devices to get an accurate measurement of Ms. Webb's speed. While the law varies between states, in Georgia, individuals can be convicted of speeding or reckless driving based purely on an officer's visual estimate of their speed. Georgia's speeding laws are found in Section 40-6-180 of the Georgia Code, which reads that, quote, "No person shall drive a vehicle at a speed greater than is reasonable and prudent under the conditions, and having regard for the actual and potential hazards then existing." And Section 40-6-181, which states that no person shall drive a vehicle at a speed in excess of certain maximum limits. In the 1992 case of Brown v. State, the Court of Appeals of Georgia determined that an officer's testimony of his visual estimate of the defendant's speed was legally sufficient to support a speeding conviction, holding that, quote, "Opinion testimony of an eyewitness may be used to establish speed, its credibility being for the jury to determine, and such evidence is sufficient to authorize a jury to conclude that the speeding laws have been violated." Similarly, in the 2012 2002 case of Stone versus State, the Court of Appeals upheld a conviction based solely on the visual estimate of speed made by an officer because, quote, an officer's estimate of speed is sufficient to support a conviction.
I think that's cap. I don't think an officer's estimate of speed is sufficient to support an argument. I mean, it's a quick comparison to be like, I was at 80 miles per hour now. That's how I was able to catch this individual. But come on, these fools, they could be exaggerating, bro. Can't just take their word for it.
Conviction on a speeding violation. The same evidentiary standard would apply to a reckless driving charge, which, according to Section 40-6-390 of the Georgia Code, occurs when an individual, quote, drives any vehicle in reckless disregard for the safety of persons or property. In the 2003 case of Fraser versus State, the Court of Appeals of Georgia concluded that, quote, speeding, unaccompanied by other traffic violations, can form the basis for a reckless driving conviction if the state presents evidence that a defendant was driving at an excessive rate of speed given the posted speed limit and the driving conditions existing at the time. Considering these Georgia case law precedents, a court would almost certainly find that Officer Brown's testimony regarding her visual estimation of Ms. Webb's speed was sufficient evidence to sustain a conviction for speeding and possibly reckless driving. Although a jury could find that her admission that she did not know the exact speed made her testimony less credible. However, it's important to recognize that this standard is specific to Georgia law, and some other states prohibit convictions based solely on visual estimates of speed.
No, but you can use the fact that you were going whatever speed and she went past you. Mm-hmm. It's on camera, so you're going to have a back speed. You're going to have the fact that you went 90 to catch up to her. You're going to have too fast for conditions. And
yeah, I mean, that's unacceptable. I told her, I said, you know the roads are wet, correct? You're running late for work and you're going above 80 to get to work. I said, call. So do not do that and put people's lives in jeopardy.
Yeah.
So my cat just froze on me, so I'm restarting it right now. What do you think? Or just tickets?
Atlanta answer or Roswell answer?
Hold on.
What is happening right now?
Are you? Okay. Hold on.
I'm lost.
Thank you. Yeah, sorry, she did it. Unavailable. My cat's not working. Who's that?
A head, R tail.
Okay.
Off camera, Officer Wilson pulls up a coin flip app on her phone and states, quote, A head, R tail, meaning that if the coin lands on heads, then Ms. Webb should be arrested. But if the coin lands on tails,
I was wondering how they was going to catch her, bro. They caught her. Y'all got body cams. Y'all don't realize that y'all wear body cams? Like, come on. So you flip the coin. Allow the coin to serve justice. So that's how you got fired? Okay.
she should be released. Regardless of the result, Officer Brown would have been within her authority to arrest Ms. Webb under both Georgia law and the U.S. Constitution. Under Section 40-6-1 of the Georgia Code, most traffic offenses in the state are criminal misdemeanors, including speeding and reckless driving. And Section 17-4-20 allows officers to arrest individuals for crimes without a warrant if, quote, the offense is committed in such officer's presence. Even if state law did not allow for arrests for these offenses, the Supreme Court has established a blanket rule that if a warrantless arrest for an offense committed in the officer's presence is supported by probable cause, it is constitutionally permissible. In the 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista, the Supreme Court held that, quote, if an officer has probable cause to believe that an individual has committed even a very minor criminal offense in his presence, he may, without violating the Fourth Amendment, arrest the offender, despite noting that the incidents of the arrest in question were, quote, merely gratuitous humiliations imposed by a police officer who was, at best, exercising extremely poor judgment. The Supreme Court later affirmed and expanded this decision in the 2008 case of Virginia versus Moore, concluding that, quote, warrantless arrests for crimes committed in the presence of an arresting officer are reasonable under the Constitution, and that while states are free to regulate such arrests however they desire, state restrictions do not alter the Fourth Amendment's protections. Given the broad discretion given to officers in making arrests, a court would likely uphold the constitutionality of an arrest decision based on a coin toss, as long as the arrest arrest was supported by probable cause. Nonetheless, in some jurisdictions, these actions would violate departmental policies. For example, the Georgia Department of Public Safety Policy Manual identifies certain circumstances when traffic offenders can be arrested, and all
Why
other
are they showing us
custodial traffic
documentation?
arrests are prohibited.
Bro, I don't care about the documentation. Just tell me what it means. Like, don't y'all love the law? I don't.
The Roswell Police Department Policy and Procedures Manual, on the other hand, does not specifically limit traffic arrests, but it does require that, quote, whenever appropriate, an officer should use alternatives to physical arrest by issuing citations. However, by deciding whether to arrest Ms. Webb based on a coin flip, the officers likely violated another section of the Roswell Manual, which states that, quote, police officers, having a position of trust and civic responsibility, should so conduct themselves as to merit the confidence and respect of the public and fellow officers. The policy also requires that officers, quote, conduct themselves in such a manner as to reflect a favorable image on themselves and the Roswell Police Department. Members will consider it their duty to be of service to the general public, and to render that service in a kind, considerate, and patient manner.
Tail right.
Yeah, so really.
23.
Michael Jordan?
She laughing.
So I got too fast for. Let me write this down. Too fast for
She
condition.
thinks it's a game. She thinks this is a joke.
reckless?
Yeah, you can do reckless, and then speeding,
Wow.
and you're just gonna have to mark the pace.
Imagine your fate is decided by a coin flip because two officers wanted to have some shits and giggles, one early morning. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Not realizing that their body cam is recording the whole conversation, or the dash cam, whatever it is. You must be real dumb.
One instead of the.
I mean, either way, the speed limit here is what, 45?
Yeah.
She was going way.
Yeah.
I mean,
No way.
because I haven't done one like speeding like that, so that's
So
why
you're
I'm
gonna
a little bit
you're gonna
unsure.
do the patrol vehicle spot, and then it's gonna ask you for moving or not moving, and you're gonna be moving.
Can you help me do these dang tickets? My CAD won't even allow me in. Sorry. Alright, I'm good to go. Yeah, that's not okay. Yeah.
This lady,
Alright, do me a favor, step out of the vehicle for me.
she going to arrest her though.
Why would you not? Step out of the vehicle.
Really, bro? Hey, I ain't laughing. I ain't finding no humor with this. But you put her in cuffs? Really, my... Bro. Really, my G?
Because, ma'am, you're driving entirely too fast for conditions. You put a lot of people's lives in jeopardy, okay?
She late for work, though, man. She's picking up the donuts, too. How you gonna do that? That's crazy, bro. She's late for work.
Double locking these so they don't tighten on you. Do me a favor and step in front of my vehicle, ma'am. Step in front of my vehicle.
Can you step in front of my vehicle,
Do you have
ma'am?
anything? Do you have anything in your pocket? Do you have anything on you? Poke, sticker, stab me? Any drugs, paraphernalia?
Ma'am, are you a
anything
threat
like
to
that?
society, ma'am? Ma'am?
You have a bond. Return to the side for me.
Ma'am, please take your bra off. Like, what is she doing to her? You got a bra on, ma'am? What is you asking her all this goofy stuff for, bro? She arrested her. She ruined her morning.
Alright. Do me a favor, step over here.
Can you do me a favor, ma'am? Could you stop crying, please? Thank you.
For me.
Man.
We're gonna buckle you in, okay?
Sheesh. Wow. That's wild, bro. I thought speeding tickets existed. Why is she going to jail? What happened to the speeding ticket, bro? Is that extinct or did that go away or what? Where have I been?
RDR 390R. Alpha 1 in custody. Alpha 1, can you please set me at 85?
Dang.
Here, Officer Brown begins searching Ms. Webb's vehicle. While officers cannot search an individual's vehicle based solely on a traffic violation, there are many instances where officers may conduct warrantless searches.
She's breaking rule after rule after rule after. See, that's the thing you come across, like cops and law enforcement that aren't educated. So they just doing whatever. I got a badge, you know, it's my duty. But hey, she's committing violation after violation. So well deserved. Well deserved. She got fired.
Of vehicles. First, it's essential to remember that officers can always search a vehicle with its owner's consent, and they do not need probable cause to request permission to search. As the Supreme Court first held in the 1925 case of Carroll versus the United States, officers can also conduct warrantless searches of automobiles based on probable cause to believe that the vehicle contained evidence of a crime without violating the Fourth Amendment. Similarly, in the 1991 case of California versus Acevedo, the Supreme Court concluded that officers can search closed containers inside of vehicles without a warrant if the search is supported by probable cause. However, in this situation, it appears that Officer Brown was actually taking an inventory of the items in the vehicle in preparation for it to be towed. In the 1976 case of South Dakota versus Opperman, the Supreme Court explained that, quote, when vehicles are impounded, local police departments generally follow a routine practice of securing and inventorying the automobile's contents.
She literally just did what she wanted to do. She took the law into her own hands. Hey, man, we got 13 people in live stream, man. Like the video for me.
These procedures developed in response to three distinct needs: the protection of the owner's property while it remains in police custody, the protection of the police against claims or disputes over lost or stolen property, and the protection of the police from potential danger. For this reason, when officers searched and inventoried an impounded vehicle, the court concluded that, quote, in following standard police procedures prevailing throughout the country and approved by the overwhelming majority of courts, the conduct of the police was not unreasonable under the Fourth Amendment. Here, the Roswell Police Department Policy and Procedures Manual mandates that, quote, members of this department will inventory and document the contents of every vehicle being impounded. Because Officer Brown appeared to be complying with this policy when searching Ms. Webb's vehicle, a court would probably conclude that this search was constitutional.
You can take your phone with you. Now your makeup bags and all that. Is it okay to leave those in the car? You can make a phone call, but that's all you can do. If you want to call them, you're allowed to call them. But okay, give me 1 second. I'll let you call them. Okay?
You just can't win, can you? You win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day.
Where does he live?
Okay?
Okay, have a good day, sir.
There's no reason that I should be.
Okay.
Ms. Webb was arrested and charged with going too fast for conditions and reckless driving, but the charges were later dropped. On July 18, 2018, Roswell Police Chief Rusty Grant denounced the officer's behavior in a video statement posted on Facebook and stated that the department was conducting a, quote, top-down assessment of the department and bringing in an outside consultant to perform an audit. On July 26, 2018, Officer Brown and Officer Wilson were both fired after the internal investigation was completed.
See these two ladies right here? They got fired for not doing their job properly. Taking advantage. I know you can get a ticket for going too fast. I thought there was a ticket called a speeding ticket, but he said she got a ticket for going too fast.
Completed. Overall, Officer Brown and Officer Wilson get an F for exercising poor discretion by choosing to arrest Ms. Webb instead of citing her for speeding, violating several aspects of departmental policy and general policing standards, and for demonstrating poor character and an overall questionable ethical aptitude. There is no doubt that a majority of Officer Brown's conduct was lawful. However, it could certainly be argued that while Officer Brown's actions didn't necessarily violate the law, there are serious ethical questions to be raised about hinging the decision to arrest someone on the flip of a coin. A large part of police work is making the most reasonable and ethical decision possible within the bounds of an officer's authority. Most officers are required to take the law enforcement oath of honor along with their oaths to the federal and state constitution. The oath of honor explicitly promotes accountability and maintaining high ethical standards, and officers who neglect to consider the ethicality of their decisions are essentially betraying this oath and failing to fulfill half of their job description. Officer Brown and Officer Wilson demonstrated behavior that trivialized the social and financial impact of being arrested and diminished the department's relationship with its community. And I commend the Roswell Police Department for taking the appropriate action to address their officers' misconduct. As for Ms. Webb, I cannot rightfully issue a grade to an individual who had no control over the dynamics or outcome of this interaction at any point. When Officer Brown initially approached Ms. Webb and informed her that she was traveling over 80 miles per hour, it seemed to genuinely shock her, and Officer Brown later admitted that she didn't really know how fast Ms. Webb was going. This brings the entire stop into question, and there is an argument to be made that no verifiable evidence exists to show that this stop was initiated on a lawful basis. Ultimately, all the charges against Ms. Webb were dropped, and although she was visibly upset in the body camera footage, her ability to remain calm and compliant likely contributed to her charges being dismissed. I commend Ms. Webb for carrying herself well throughout the interaction and for following up the encounter with the proper channel of complaint. Let us know if there's an interaction or legal topic you would like us to discuss in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to check out my second channel for even more police interaction content.
Sheesh. That right there, man, is Audit the Audit. What y'all think? Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat down below. We got Elaine Anderson. That's so wrong. Who's the criminal here? No country for old man coin flip. Really? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's wild out here. Your fate came down to a coin flip one Monday morning. Talk about a Monday, huh? You woke up feeling great, feeling good, but guess what? You getting arrested. Speeding tickets don't exist any longer. Let's bring them in. Shee, that's how they rocking nowadays. That's crazy. Hey, let me know y'all's thoughts on this one in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, /Fading. We've been live for 20 minutes. Like I said, I'm going to be doing more of these live stream reactions. You know, recommend content. Let me know what live stream stuff y'all want to see. I'm thinking of doing like top 10 reactions. Obviously, you know, the criminology, the horror stuff, the mystery stuff like this. So, hey, peace, love, prosperity. Everybody rocking with the channel, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We out of here. We out of here, guys.